What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 43 of the Hive Mind podcast. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play, wherever you want to listen to us. Dude, can you hear that stomping? Can you hear, like, the
Stomping?
creaking?
Yeah.
God damn it, it's annoying.
The fuck is that?
The people that live upstairs.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know
Wow.
what they're doing up there, so I have no control over that.
Nice.
Well, anyway, what have you been up to?
Dude, it's been a
Oh,
fucking nuts week. It's been crazy.
by the way, happy 9/11.
Thank you. You as well.
Yeah.
Uh, Not sure that that's a thing that you wish people, but I'll take
It,
it.
it is so fucked up. This is some shit we did in high school to this kid that was he was it was funny because he was Egyptian. He wasn't even like from around that area. So, dude, we convinced one of the teachers that his birthday was on 9/11. So he walks into the room and everybody's singing happy birthday to him. Fucking
Wow.
9/11.
Wow.
Yeah, we were terrible, dude. I mean, he thought it was funny, but like
That's that's pretty
we
good.
did lots of really fucked up shit like that.
Yeah. That's pretty good though. I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever played a crazy thing on a classmate. We did it in the Navy power school though. We like we pushed all of the desks from all the other classrooms into one classroom and basically made a two-story classroom for this one class. But yeah, I don't know if we've ever like pranked actually like a person. That's pretty good.
We did a lot of fucked up shit in 8th grade. Like, I've got a whole like YouTube series about all the fucking crazy shit that my class did in 8th grade.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I've told any of those stories, but we flooded the classroom, and then the ramifications of us flooding the classroom, the way we did it caused a pipe to burst to where we got out of school. The entire school got out of school because of what we fucking did.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
it was,
job.
it's a good time, dude. 8th grade was a fucking blast, dude. That shit was fun as fuck.
I don't know if I remember too much of eighth grade, but you know what I got going on now is I never thought like I never thought that I would intentionally take a human being and hold their ass up to my face and smell it to see if there's turds present. But
You're really selling the whole parenthood thing.
that's what I did. That's what I do every day. No, it's been, dude. I got a story. This is a little bit lengthy, but I think it's worth it. You want me to go into it?
Go for it.
All right. So my wife, right, from Hawaii. Her dad is a Navy guy. That's why she's from Hawaii. Anyway, it's her and her brother who are about the same age, right? And the mom. Um, so about 5 years ago, the dad like basically throws the mom out, blames the mom for being like unfaithful or whatever. She wasn't being, but he kind of just he wanted to go get something else, so he kind of laid it on her and threw her out. And then like immediately after like he threw the mom out and they were getting divorced, he's like, "Oh, by the way, when I was stationed in Papua New Guinea, I got married, so you're about to meet your new mom. Oh, by the way, you have two brothers also." So
Sounds like
like
a nice guy.
no, it gets better. One of the brothers was like 4 or 5, and the other one was like a
Oh
newborn.
wow, he's deep in this.
Yeah, he had this secret family for like ever. Hang on, gets better. So now they all live in Hawaii, the Papua New Guinea wife, and she's not black, by the way. Like technically, I guess she's Pacific Islander, but she looks black. Um, like a spear throwing person, cannibal. But anyway, apparently that's what they are in Papua New Guinea. So secret family. They ended up having another kid. So my wife now has two brothers and a sister that are super young with her dad and this other person. Um, okay. So fast forward to this week. She randomly gets a message on Facebook, and it's from a lady, and I can't make this up, in Thailand, and her name is Poon, some long fucking Asian shit
How
that
do
I
you
can't
spell it?
pronounce. Poon.
P O O
Poon.
N.
Yeah, but her last name is like Chupacabra fucking wing a ding fuck. It's like long as fuck. It's like 25 fucking letters and it's Taiwanese. Anyway, fucking Thai lady. Apparently, she's like, by the way, I found you on Facebook. Um, I'm writing you because I'm not sure if you know because your dad's a piece of shit, but his son Nathan, who just turned 11, really wants to meet his dad at some point.
Oh
And
my
like,
god.
I just want him to meet his father once before his piece of shit father dies. And so like, she found out today that he has another secret family in fucking Thailand that he just tried to forget about and like leave over there and like never do anything with again. So she has another fucking Thai sibling, and apparently like this kid is like a fucking like junior martial arts fucking Thai prodigy.
Sounds like he needs to get back involved.
So apparently like
That's
this
so
kid
fucked
is
up. That's so fucked up.
apparently this kid is like number one ass whooper. Wins all these like martial arts awards in Thailand and shit. But what's crazy is she sends over pictures, and this kid looks fucking identical to the other kids. Like it's definitely like her, and like wedding, like pre-wedding photos she took with her dad and like everything. So, not only did they not know that, but like the current Papua New Guinea wife and family, I'm sure isn't going to be happy when they find out that he's got this whole like side deal going on that he tried to like cover up. See, she suspected it too because when we first got together, she was like, "Hey, I don't know if this is anything," and she was like talking to me. She's like, "But I saw in his Google search history something about child support laws in Taiwan."
Oh my
And
god.
she's like, I mean, I thought it was weird, but like, I didn't want to like assume or whatever, so fucking confirmed. But yeah, the lady's name's fucking Poon. So like she texted me that and I was like, wow, your dad was getting Poon's Poon in fucking Thailand, fucking Poon squared. But yeah, so that's what I found out yesterday. So I don't know if someone's family situation gets more fucked up in that. But like now the brother too,
Your
like
mic is like a little staticky. I don't know if
oh, is it?
like just readjust it or something. I think that'll probably fix it. Go ahead. Sorry.
What about now?
I think you're good.
Okay.
I can't tell if it's my end or your end, honestly.
Well, I got a fan. Let me turn off my fan. Hang on.
It's like popping a little bit.
Hang on. All right, I turned off my fan.
Okay.
Um.
That might have been it. I don't know.
Anyway, I forget what I was talking about. Family. I don't know. There was something else about that. I was trying to remember, but finds out new family, Thailand. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So that happened. That's what I found out fucking yesterday. Oh, the brother is like fucking scared to like bring it up to her dad because like this dude's like thinks that like his dad is like legit like crazy. And he, like Sierra's brother thinks that if he tells her dad like, "Hey, your fucking spare family reached out," that like he would try to like murder him and hide the body so that he didn't find out. So it's crazy, dude. Crazy shit. But anyway, so
Dude, this static shit is annoying me. I don't know if it's me or you. I don't know if it's my audio. I don't think it is.
I don't know, bro. I mean,
It's
my shit's the same as it always has ever been.
it's like it's like popping whenever you're really loud.
I don't know, dude. I'll turn myself down.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Like maybe unhook your mic and hook it like do you have a headset mic?
Yeah,
Like hook it is it USB?
yeah.
Yeah, take it in and take it back out. See if that fixes it. It's pretty bad.
All right, I did.
All right, let's just see if it keeps doing it. Um, yeah, I don't know. It was like like it was like random too. So I think it was on your end, but I think I might have fixed it. Sounds like it's all right.
Okay.
Um, shit. Well, I was gonna ask something. So the kid is
Awesome
like
fucking podcast chemistry we got going on this week.
so the kid is like a prodigy. One of the kids is like an athletic prodigy. So at least
Yeah,
he's
apparently
like
he's like a fucking Muay Thai fucking ninja master.
At
like
least he's
for his
like
age.
spreading his good genetics around. Like
I
if there's
guess.
any like silver lining.
Right. So I may end up having to take a fucking trip
Don't.
trip to Thailand, bro.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna fucking take in somebody. Oh.
No, I'm not taking in a fucking random. No, what are you talking about? You're crazy. But I may go over there. I mean, what the fuck? What would I have to, just do some fucking go meet some more Thai ladyboys on the DL while I'm on vacation. But yeah, dude, that's fucking crazy shit. That happened yesterday. So, what have you been up to?
Um, not much. Watched the Hokies get fucking wrecked.
Oh
The
yeah, by Tennessee, right?
Yep. Yeah, no, they started off really good, dude. They were up 14-0, and then they got shit on, and they didn't score again. I think they got like, a field goal or something, and that was it.
Right.
That was crazy. That was the biggest football game ever. There was like 159,000 people there or something, and then like another 50,000 outside just tailgating.
Oh
And
really?
my dad went to that with some other people. I didn't go because that was gonna be. They didn't get back until like 6 in the morning. Um, but yeah, that was
Yeah, I find football games are much better at home in general. Like going to football games is cool, I guess, but I'm a much bigger fan of just like staying home and watching football games
well. I
because
mean,
like
that one you went to for the experience because they you were watching the football game in a race car, like in a race car fucking stadium.
right,
So like the view was terrible. Like some of those seats, like all even the seats that were close up were far away because
right,
it's not a venue designed for football, clearly.
right. Yeah, that's cool though. Uh, the Gators fucking won, so I'm happy about that. We
Yeah,
blew out Kentucky.
dude, they had like six fucking fumbles in that game. Like they would have won the
Who?
game if it wasn't for turnovers. Virginia Tech, and I shit
Oh
you
yeah,
not, they had a 10-yard punt.
I believe you. I watched some of it. I watched it passively. I would have watched a lot more of it, but I was watching it out of the side of my eye on my second monitor, and I was like, well, once Tennessee kind of started running away, that I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna worry about it too much.
Yeah, makes me
But
sad.
football's going on right now, man. It's been some crazy games.
Aren't
I've
the
been
I saw the Cleveland Browns trending on Twitter. Are they trending because they're shit or because they're good?
they lost,
Oh, well, that's not surprising.
right? So I don't know why they would.
They're still trending on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know. RG3 didn't look awful. He didn't look great, but he didn't look awful. I got my FanDuel thing going on. I might win a lot of money actually in one of the tournaments that I'm in. I am just outside of the money right now, and I only have three people active. Like I still have the whole rest of my team to go. So I'm excited about my FanDuel prospects this week. But you ever tried that? It's fun.
No, I'm too Jewish.
I mean, you
Not
don't have
actually
to you don't have
Jewish.
to like big roll fucking money. It's like, you can do it with like a couple dollars to put on 50-50s and stuff. Just makes football more interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't watch sports though, so like it's not that I'm against watching sports. I mean, the only reason I watched that game is because I was dog sitting their fucking dog while they were gone, and I was like, fuck it, I might as well watch it.
Right.
Um, but yeah, no, I don't know. I'm so boring when it comes to like that kind of stuff.
I
'Cause
don't
I'm
disagree.
very aware of the scam.
There's no scam.
Well, I mean, I get like I'm very aware of the business model and how it works.
Right.
So yeah, very
I
boring in that
mean, I
regard.
mean, yeah. I mean, like they have to make money. I mean, you go to a casino, they make money.
Yeah, I don't go to
It's,
casinos either.
all right. But as long as you're making money, it shouldn't matter what they make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't, on
You do.
average. You don't.
You do.
You don't.
Sure you do.
You don't. I've seen the numbers. The top 1% makes like
It depends. It depends on.
98% of the money.
Yeah, it depends on what you play. It depends on what you play. I wouldn't go to a casino and like and just dump a lot of like lose and lose and lose. Like playing like fucking slots and shit like that. People like old ladies like to do that kind of stuff. That is just on
It's
when
the people
blackjack.
that think they're winning money that are the ones that are giving the casinos the most money. It's the people that think they're smart that are the ones that are the real suckers.
Right.
It's the dumb motherfuckers that go in with $500 and say, "When I lose this $500, I'm done." Those are the people that the casinos don't like as much.
Right. I don't know. I always did well, but I only play conservative poker, which generally you can make money at as long as you're not impatient and you play in the right areas. Like South Florida, like you'll make money there because
Well, they
you
fucking
know,
kick you out if you actually start making real money.
no, they don't.
Yeah, they
No,
do.
no, they don't. Not in
They
poker
they kick
because
out they kick out people all the time in
no, no,
casinos. There's
I'm
banned
what
lists
I'm
and shit.
saying when you're playing poker though, you're not really taking the house's money. That's the difference. Like when you're playing like other games that you do, when you're playing blackjack and you're playing other things like that. And sure, I mean, yeah, if you fucking start raking it in, they'll be like, "All right, well, you probably had enough." But when you play poker, it's a little different because like that's other people's money you're taking, and the casino makes money every time anyone wins, no matter or anytime any hand is played. So it's a little different, but sure. Um,
The audio quality of this podcast is gonna be fucking on next level.
I don't know
With
why it's
the
so
with the
bad, dude.
goddamn no, it's not like so the static seems to be going in and out. So I think it is on your end because it's not like consistent. It only does it when you like say something like kind of loud. But then the stomping from my end, this fucking asshole upstairs is like fucking stomping around. Oh boy. Um,
We can have a 15-minute episode. It'll be great.
this
It'll make
episode is
up
probably gonna be pretty damn short because I don't have much.
it'll make
Um,
up for all the fucking like 10-year long episodes that we had.
yeah.
Are you
So
still
you know,
enjoying WoW?
yeah, arenas are fun, dude. I'm actually like really fucking people
So
up.
I need to get have you done the Blackrook Hold Arena at World Quest
No,
where you have to
I know what
like
it is though. You just have to go kill people in there.
yeah, that's pretty fun. And I did the Dalaran Sewer too. And man, my Vengeance, it's really hard to take me down when I play
Tanks are
Vengeance.
fucking bullshit in World PvP right now.
Uh yeah, it's pretty good time. The other thing that's bullshit, honestly, is fucking Havoc. I think I'm gonna actually make a video about Havoc DPS because there's not very many guides that actually explain to you how to Havoc DPS, and the ones that are available just basically are parroting the fucking Wowhead and Icy Veins guides, which aren't
Well, I
ex-
mean, well,
exactly
what
right.
kind of Havoc DPS are you talking? Are you talking the momentum build or are you talking the non-momentum build?
You always use momentum, but um, I'm talking like using you always use momentum, but I'm talking about using or a different kind of progression path than what Wowhead lays out. And the other thing with Havoc DPS is until you like play it and like feel it and like really get it down, it feels weird because like the way you have to there's not there's a rotation, but there's not really like a good rotation for it. It's more like you have like little mini cooldowns of things of spells and there's like little windows and you have to choose which window to use it in, but once you get the feel of it, dude, I bought my Demon Hunter is my alt and it was going to be Vengeance, but my little guild that I'm in, we have a lot of tanks, so I'm like fuck it, I'll play Havoc for a while, just so I can get some spots and some mythics, whatever. So I buy my gear to get because I'm not running normals, I don't do that. So I bought gear enough to get into hero. I bought 8, 10 item level. Fucking baseline weapon, no relics, nothing. Um, and the first one I ran, it kind of sucked, but then I started getting the hang of it. And I'm pulling like I've bursted over 2 million on a trash pack, which it's trash DPS, but I mean
Well, I mean, yeah, the artifact.
sustained, sustained. Upwards of close to 200k damage, boss damage. Like it's like Havoc DPS is fucking retarded right now for the eye
Pretty
level
retorted in arenas right now too.
compared to like other things. And WoW is also Blizzard's come out and said they're not going to adjust the hierarchy of specs. So I mean, I hope that
What do you mean the hierarchy?
like if Havoc's OP, they're not going to nerf it so that it's like underpowered. They're going to just make it slightly less OP. So like if a
They've
spec is
always said that.
No,
like when in the history of game balance have they been like, if anything is ever OP, we're going to nerf it into oblivion to where it is no longer viable. Like no
well,
company has
they
ever
don't
come out and
say that,
they don't
but
say
they've
that,
done that.
but they've done that. And who knows if they'll do that again? Like that's just like words. That's fucking worthless. Like a statement like that is literally less than worthless.
Okay,
Like, oh, we're
but
not going to nerf it to where it's
well,
unusable. Like
what no,
we
no, but
purposely did that in the past.
like if subtlety is like the number one rogue spec, they're not going to switch around the order of like, and it's more important now than it's ever been for them to actually do that because
Because the artifact
people,
weapons.
yeah, because people are invested into those specs. So, I'd be fucking,
Well, I mean,
a
now
lot of people
they have
said,
no excuses now because PvP and PvE is completely separate too.
yeah,
They have two different the one rogue shadow strike ability hits like barely at all in PvP and it hits pretty hard I think in PvE.
yeah,
Um,
I don't know.
it took them long enough to do that shit. God damn.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's good. But I was gonna make a video about Havoc DPS because man, if you want to be legit, that's what you should do.
I mean, the momentum build is yeah, the momentum vengeful retreat build like does add to like the gameplay, but I mean, a lot of it really does come down to like 1-1-2, 1-1-2.
No,
Like,
well, see, but here's the thing: like, prepared isn't is see, prepared is technically like 1 or 2% ahead of Demon Blades, but I think to do super effective damage, I think you almost have to take Demon Blades.
wait, so
'Cause
you're telling me that like Havoc is like not a DPS rotation, and you're taking Demon Blades, so it's literally like two, like you're just hitting fucking.
no, but it isn't though. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not because you have to use you all of your damage has to come in your momentum windows. And you have depending on whether you take and that's another argument where you take Chaos Blades or Fel Barrage. um you have, your Fury of the Illidari shit that you have to use. Throw Glaive is basically a rotational DPS ability, which is up all the time.
Yeah,
So
I guess you do use that a lot
a
if
lot
you're
of your
Shadow
globals
Blades.
are used up by throw glaive. So you're not. I mean, yes, you are chaos striking a lot, but if you take prepared, what I found was there's not really a lot of opportunities to use your builder, and because you're always going to have some fury from fell rushing or from retreating or
You
whatever.
wait. If you take Shadow Blades, you don't use your builder because you don't have it.
No, no, no. If you take prepared, you're supposed to generate fury with your builder, right? Because that's what it's
Yeah.
for. It's a fucking builder. But you don't in practice because you end up having a lot of fury just from fell rushing all the time, vengeful retreating. I mean, you do use it a little bit, but not very much. So while you're doing all these other things and you're not using your builder, you're also losing out on the automatic shadow damage that's generated by demonic or demon blades. So I just found in practice, maybe if you play it, perfectly, you'll see the gain, the higher gain from prepared. Um, but I found Demon Blades to be a lot more forgiving and produces a lot better results.
See,
So
that's the thing. That's one of the reasons I didn't go Demon Hunter. Like, because I was thinking about doing PVE, is because I think that momentum build, as cool as it is, as cool as the momentum prepared build is, like to do on a target dummy. I think in a lot of situations it's gonna fuck you over because there's gonna be raid mechanics that involve you like stacking up or I don't know, like there's shit everywhere and you really
which is
can't do
another
that.
reason, that Demon Blades is better than
Yeah, like it's silly.
prepared
Like that's
because you don't want to be like that. Like Vengeful Retreat is not an easy thing to use. Like
yeah, especially since they took away the animation canceling and all that shit that you
right,
used to
like you're
do.
gonna flip somewhere you don't want to go. Yes, you can just do a 180 and flip backwards, and you can do all that shit, which I do, but I just think in practice anyway. So, but it's fun, dude. There's a lot of
It
fucking
yeah,
damage. Like when you
it's
unlock your
fun. Yeah.
artifact, like seriously, like bursting over 2 million at 810 item level is insane. Even if it's AoE, even if it's trash, like bursting, 300, 400,000 K single target. with
Well,
your
they've got the best
cooldowns.
kit for it in the game. Basically, they have a lot of stuff that's just
They're the
like
best kit in general.
they just have like a lot of unintentional like AoE. They have the Fury of the Illidari artifact weapon thing that's badass for AoE, and the more AoE damage it does, it fucking blows up, and then it like blows up
Yeah,
for the AoE damage it did too. It's crazy.
yeah, it's
That's
retarded.
the
Plus
demon.
I beam. You forgot about
Yeah,
I
I
beam.
no, I was getting ready to get to that. I beam,
So
and then you've got whatever chaos.
Fell
Blade
barrage.
Dance, Blade Dance, Fell Barrage. Yeah, dude, they have like just lots of shit that hits everything. Um, but dude, in PvP, I think they might catch a hot nerf on the PvP templates. So
Vengeance or Havoc?
their metamorphosis damage is not the thing that
Vengeance or
I
Havoc?
have. Go ahead.
Vengeance or Havoc?
Havoc.
Okay.
Vengeance is only fucking stupid in world PvP without the PvP templates. It's not that crazy in actual like things where the PvP templates are active. Um, but the thing with Havoc and arenas, so they do bananas damage with Metamorphosis up, which I don't have that much of a problem with. Yes, it's kind of fucking annoying because the first 30 seconds you're like puckering your assholes. Um, but the issue I have with Demon Hunters is that they have really, really good sustain damage because they have a lot of unintentional AoE. Like they have so much like they can be doing single 100% single target damage while also be doing good AoE damage to like other targets unintentionally.
Right. It
Uh
happens at PvE also.
yeah. So I think something is going to have to change about that because they are one of the highest they have the highest like cooldown damage in the game, and they legitimately have one of the highest just raw damage outputs in the game too. So I mean, it's a little too early to say, but I think they'll probably catch a nerf or at least a redesign or something. I think what they might end up doing with Demon Hunters is they might lower the cooldown of Metamorphosis, but make it like less potent. Cause like goddamn, it's really night and day, like the
Uh,
difference.
yeah.
And it's
Well,
really
it's a
kind of
pretty long
silly.
cooldown
It
too.
lasts
It's
for
4 minutes.
30 seconds.
It's a 4 minute cooldown.
Oh yeah,
I
I guess it
mean,
is 4 with the artifact talent.
yeah, I mean it's pretty healthy. I mean that's a pretty long cooldown.
Well, no, I,
So
I would think they'd make it a 2 minute cooldown, but make it like half the duration or something.
yeah, yeah. I don't know, man.
I just think it's a little ridiculous how long. At least in PvP, it's like kind of crazy when you got a
You got
fucking
wrecked,
demon
didn't you?
hunter running around in god mode for 30 fucking seconds.
You got wrecked, didn't you? That's why.
No,
That's
no, we
why
do
you're
well.
like.
We do well
That's why.
against demon hunters. The reason
Yeah.
we do well against demon hunters is because feral healing is fucking bananas with this protector of the grove talent. So for the first 30 seconds of an arena game against a lot of demon hunters, I am just fucking healing my healer. And the way it works is I get 1.5 second healing touch casts that always crit, no matter what, if I'm casting them on a friendly teammate. So I've actually got a bunch of arena videos kind of showing that, where I'm like, here we go against Demon Hunter. I actually just put out a video like 20 minutes ago doing this exact same shit where we face Demon Hunter Death Knight. They come and they blow all their shit, and I'm just like spamming fucking healing touches for like 20 seconds straight.
How long? I gotta get. Apparently, you have to get honor level 13 to proc the world quest, like good rewards. So how long does that take doing? Like, what's the best way to get my
Not
honor up?
long, dude. You probably do 4 or 5 battlegrounds. You have it,
Oh, okay,
maybe. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe even less than that. It's not long to get to that.
okay. Because I didn't know the best way to get it up. Because I did the world quest PvP things, and those give you like one per, but they're not great.
Yeah, no, you do like 4 or 5 battlegrounds. You'll be at like 13 probably, depending on
Does
if
it
you win
matter?
or lose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you get different amounts.
Yeah, no, it doesn't take long. Pretty
All
much
right.
to getting to 10 is really really fast. I'm only like 31 or 32, but they apparently are buffing the amount that arena skirmishes give you just in time for the actual ranked season to start. Fucking assholes.
Right. You're like, oh, yeah, but see, if you're 30, well, it must slow down a lot though, just like actual leveling.
It
If you're,
does. Yeah, I think it's exponential. I'm not sure about that, but it definitely does. The warlock I play with is already second prestige, or I think he's third now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's only a PvPer though.
Yeah, that's see like as much PvE as I do, that's like probably how much PvP like most other people do, which is like a lot.
Yeah, see,
Like
well,
I
I've
don't
only been doing skirmishes, so I'd probably be higher if I was doing battlegrounds. But feral druids and battlegrounds just aren't as fun as they used to be, so I don't really like them anymore. It's not that they're like terrible, but they used to just kind of be god mode for 10 years, and yeah, I don't want to do battlegrounds without being like god mode with instant shapeshifting and awesome healing and hots and roots and cyclone.
I haven't tried that disc low level PvP since the game came out, but I hope that stays in place because that was a really nice way to farm those marks.
Are those
Um,
tradable to like
oh
your
yeah,
other? Oh
they're
wow.
account bound. So that's like if that's the best way to farm them, that's what I was gonna do. I'm like honor level. Actually, this is my main. I'm honor level 7, and I haven't even done any PvP.
Yeah,
I
you get
just
to 10. They want you to get to 10 really quick. You can really get up to yeah, dude. Getting to 13 or whatever you said, 15. Yeah, it's not gonna take you very long at all.
13. Yeah, that's just to proc the world quest rewards. Because the like on mine thing right now, like if I go do a world quest that's for PvP gear, shit's like 805, which is not useful at all. But apparently, if you get to like honor level 13, it starts procking like 840 minimum. So that's like legit. Like you need that. So anyway, but yeah, man, I've been having a good time, dude. Alts, I don't know though. I don't know how many alts I'm gonna be playing in Legion because
Yeah, it seems a little hard to play them. I was thinking about because I've got a free level 100 boost that I haven't used, but like I don't like know if I have the time. Like
uh
well, it's not that I don't. It's not that I'm like lacking free time. It's just I don't know if I have want to put in the time. Like I don't know if I care enough. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. That's kind of a rarity for me because I'm like a big alt guy. So like
Yeah, the guy that's got 50 fucking 50s on Wildstar.
no, I don't. I deleted a lot of those tunes, dude. Actually. Uh
That's still kind of sad that you have that many though.
yeah, well, I got them when there was like the fucking XP event, you know what I mean? So like they weren't hard to get. I mean, I don't WoW doesn't do that, but that's when I got them. But actually, I only have to, basically 2 tunes in Wildstar now. I just got rid of all the rest of them. But I haven't played it, dude. I haven't played any other games. Like I've just played this
Yeah,
all the time.
that's kind of how I've been. I mean, I played Crowfall, some.
I saw they
Apparent,
had a video about new UI or something.
yeah. The big news is that the campaign world testing is supposed to be in late or in October to early November. Apparently,
Is that like the main core of the game?
that's like the actual like real game kind of emerging.
Oh, cool. I hope they release this year. I don't
Um,
think they're going to.
I don't think they're going to really like. So they're not doing like a. They're doing like a soft launch basically. Like so they're not going to have all of the game modes available at launch. But when they get all of the archetypes, and this is confirmed by Dev that I actually talked to on the forums, when they get all of the classes and all of the crafting stuff in, then they'll do the soft launch, which is basically launch, but missing some game modes, like missing some of the campaign worlds, which I don't give a fuck about. Like the one that they're doing first is the one that everyone wants. Um, so that'll probably be in 2017 at some point. But honestly, yeah, I just want to like be able to dick around
Right.
on a server. Yeah,
It'd be nice just to have like an early release or a soft release or whatever you call it, of that game. But hopefully they don't release something that's like not amazing. You know what I mean? The people are like, nah,
well, the
this
thing
game
with
kind of
Crowfall is
sucks.
it's not a game where you're like gonna blow like if like WoW can't do soft releases. Like they couldn't have a soft release of Legion because people would fucking blow through all the PvE content because it's all like a lot of the stuff in WoW is like stuff you do and then you're done with it. Whereas with Crowfall, it's like, all right, guys, go kill each other and go build castles and go knock down other people's castles. Like it's
Right.
way less strenuous on them from a content perspective, but they're not doing that until they get all of the classes and crafting in. So it
Yeah,
a lot of replayability there.
I still have a lot of hopes for that game just because like It'd be nice to have a game that doesn't require like the fucking because WildStar, for as good as it is, still requires quote unquote the grind. You know what I mean? Like PvP doesn't. Like PvP in WildStar now is like fucking as casual friendly as you can ever be because like literally you just log on and do some
Is that a ringtone?
yeah, it's my phone.
Was
I
that like a
can't.
rap snapping song?
No, it's like a default Android ringtone.
Oh, it
I
sounded like
can't.
one of those like rappers snapping songs, like some R&B, like
That's it.
snapping.
R. Kelly. R. Kelly. Peeing on some chicks. But no. What was I saying? Oh, because like uh
Wildstar casual PvP.
oh yeah, it's super casual. But I like that. You log in, you do some BGs, you get like quote unquote the best gear, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
you fucking log
WoW,
out.
WoW is finally setting the gold standard with how they need to do fucking PvP in games.
You
They
think?
finally, well, now they are because they're balancing it separately. Like, who knows how well they'll do it, but like that is how it should be in every MMO. Should not have PvE balancing and PvP balancing be the same thing. That's fucking crazy.
Right.
So I'm at the potential for the game to be awesome from a PvE. It's gonna make the PvE part of the game better too. Like it's obviously gonna make the PvP part of the game better because they.
Yeah, well that was always our complaint when we were like rating like
Yeah, but it was.
it was always like, why the fuck do you need to touch my insert ability here for PvP? Like it was really
Yeah, but
irritating.
that was hardly ever the case. It was normally always the PvE side of the game dictating the PvP side of the game.
I don't know, bro. There was a lot of like, this is OP and PvP, so we're gonna fucking take it away. There was a lot of that. I don't think you can say that one or the other, but like, especially a lot of like movement things and a lot of like how fast you do whatever. Like, I'm really glad. Apparently, I have not seen this because I don't do the content, but apparently, they slowed down your glide speed or something on Havoc when you're carrying a flag or some shit. Like,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they were
uh,
able to just fly around the maps like crazy, like on what's that Warsong Gulch clone? Twin Peaks. Like if you were at the Alliance, like being able to go from the Alliance Twin Peaks side, like it was actually an advantage to have one side over another. Because you know how Twin Peaks, there's one side that's really high up on a mountain, the other side isn't.
right.
So if you're the Demon Hunter running the flag that way, then you have an advantage because you can just fucking fly halfway there.
Yeah. Yep. So, I'm glad that like a fun thing in PvE doesn't get touched now.
Yeah,
So,
the glide is cool. Yeah, Demon Hunters are definitely one of the coolest classes in the game, just like from an ability perspective. But they are a little fucking annoying and potentially toxic with the way they are right now in PvP anyway.
right. Yep.
Uh, you got another topic, or you want me to pull one?
Go ahead. Hillary Clinton almost passed out
I was
today.
getting ready. I was getting ready to talk about.
Were you really?
Yeah, I saw that before we started.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
dude,
I
she
just
had like
saw
a
it on the
fucking
news.
seizure.
Did she? I thought she just like got hot, and
No,
they were
no, there's
like,
a video of it. Did you see the video?
no.
Let me find it. Yeah, she had like a seizure and like fell to the ground.
What? No.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, found the video. Yeah, I don't know if this is the exact video, but I think it is. You'll see her like start shaking and then she falls to the ground and like her people are trying to like cover it up. But I don't know what this mysterious piece of metal shit is. But like she falls to the ground
What
and
the
she
fuck?
that's her.
I wonder if that big black Secret Service person's like grabbing a feel of the Clinton titties. I guess she's like
See,
being like
a
all
lot of
sick.
people, a lot of people are really excited about her having health issues, but they don't realize that it's only a matter of time before she sucks the life force out of like some orphans, and then she's back to normal.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I would. Like if Trump just had like a massive fucking heart attack, I wouldn't be like, "Yay!" or anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. Like,
Yeah, I'm not going
you
like
know what though?
yay, but
Fucking
at the same time, she's a terrible person.
yeah, but that right doesn't deserve like fucking death. You know what I mean? Like, I
Well,
don't
you
know.
know what they say, only the good die young, so it's not like anything's gonna come of this.
Mm, Bob Marley,
Did he die? I guess he died young, eh? I don't know. Dig about Bob Marley.
right? Never mind. Uh, yeah. So I don't know. Your boy, fucking Trump, I guess, is moving back up in the polls though.
Dude, let the games begin. I can't wait.
What was the first debate?
When is it? I don't know.
Um, I think it's soon, isn't it? This month. The fucking election's November.
Yeah, really, dude. It what I swear, weren't there like a ton of Obama um debates? Like
Uh,
I remember there being like lots of them. Like
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, like there were way more. I guess Hillary's just dodging this shit like crazy.
Right.
There was a conspiracy thing I read on 4chan, so you know, the source. But like the guy said like how much do you guys want to bet that Hillary Clinton's going to use a medical excuse to get out of the debates? What if that
Mm.
happens? What if that dude on 4chan just fucking predicts that shit?
Uh, I mean, it's not like that far of a prediction. Yeah, I mean, it's not like
Well,
that
I
big
mean,
a
he said that
stretch.
before all this happened. This is months ago.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's feasible.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
well, and just the way debates are, like no matter what, like even though Trump is like god tier in debates, uh, it always favors the underdog. That's just kind of the way it goes. Like you have way more, like the guy that's losing has way more to gain than the guy that's winning. You know,
right. Right.
Hillary Clinton's got way more to lose than Donald Trump.
I
Um,
think. I think people are largely done with the whole like third party Gary Johnson thing, though.
well, did you hear about what happened to him?
Like I heard that he like
That shit's retarded
he
though.
thought he couldn't. He didn't know
He
it was
didn't know
like some
what
city.
Alep. So let me find it here. I
Aleppo.
wrote it down on my thing.
Aleppo was like some city in like Syria.
Yeah. So I know what Aleppo is, but only because I heard it in passing, like randomly. Like I only randomly know about it, not because I'm like super fucking educated on it. Who the fuck cares if he doesn't know the specific like capital of like Syria where the shit like who like yeah I know he's gonna be like wants to be president, but like you can't know fucking everything.
Right. And his response was pretty spot on. He was like, "Oh, I mean, fuck, shit happens. Like, sorry that I
Yeah,
should know
dude.
what that is, but I didn't. So, you know, I'll
Dude,
learn it."
I find that more like I like that like I liked his response like him not knowing what that was and then admitting to it. I find that to be like a good trait
When he wasn't
because
like, "Oh, I thought they were talking about something else," and
yeah,
well,
like other than doing the typical politician thing where if you don't know the answer, you like just dodge the question or you just bullshit and say some like sort of like answer that applies to everything, like let the states decide or some shit. Um, uh, yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. Like people really blew that up. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm not like the biggest Gary Johnson fan, but like I mean, I'm not like against him either. But who cares?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It should be interesting though. I mean, yeah, I think people now that football's back, I think people care less about politics. Honestly, seems kind of weird to say, but now that like we have other shit to like fucking think about, like I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of political stuff at all. Like maybe I guess I have. Uh, it just hasn't been like on the forefront other than Clinton, I guess, almost dying. They asked Trump about it, and he was like, I don't know anything about Hillary Clinton's health issues, which he should
Really,
say,
I figured he'd have like some like spiel about being crooked or something.
right? Like that's what you get for being crooked Hillary.
You get for Benghazi, bitch. Karma.
Benghazi. Yeah. Anyway, yep.
So apparently more people are doing the whole Colin Kaepernick kneeling during the national anthem shit.
Yeah, I saw one guy did it, and he like lost a bunch of sponsors for doing it.
Good. Fuck
Um,
those people.
uh,
Absolute bullshit.
You think you think so?
Yeah, it's fucking
Here's
ridiculous.
here's why I think it's dumb. And it's not because of the thing itself. Right? Like I get what they're doing or trying to do or whatever, right? That's fine. But the problem is like what's your fucking end game? Like at what point are you going to be like, "All right, I don't need to do that anymore." You know what I mean? Like are you just going to do it cuz there's not well like what metric are you using? Because there's not going to be a point where where you know what I mean, where you're like, "Oh, I'm done." Like there's never going to be that. So the only thing that they're going to do is get tired of doing it and then be like, "Well, I'm choosing to end my protest today."
Because I'm not getting as much attention as I used to
No,
get.
right, but it'll be like, well, we still have a ways to go, but I think what I've done is served its. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get that shit because there's never gonna be like, oh, we fixed it, now I'm done. And like this shit's like growing in fucking popularity, which is also irritating that
It's
like
fucking ridiculous.
more and more fucking people are doing it.
So this is my stance on it. Like, look, I get. So this is the one. This is the one. Like devil's advocate thing. People are like, look, it's a peaceful protest. It could be worse, right? Here's the thing, dude. There's always gonna be like problems with this country. Like no matter what, like there's always gonna be some sort of thing that's like shitty or whatever. You don't stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance because you're happy with exactly how things are going. Like I don't stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance because I love Congress and Barack Obama and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Like no. You stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance because of all of the fucking people that made America like kick ass in the past. Like you stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance because of the World War II generation that saved the world from fucking Hitler. Though, like you stand up for the fucking 1776,
Right. It's
people.
big. It's a lot bigger
Yeah,
than
it's not like just I'm a little bit happy with the thing, unhappy with the way things are going right now. Fuck you, fuck off.
yeah. I mean, I get what they're doing. Like, so the way he first did it, I guess he got some advice on this because the way he did it at first was he just fucking like sat on the bench and like played on his phone during the national anthem.
Yeah, it seems like taking a knee is like honorable. Like fuck you.
Right now he's like, doing the kneel thing, which
Which is almost worse because you're like if you just sit down, it's almost like does that guy not know like that we're doing this? But if you take a knee, it's like oh yeah, you're just actively being a real fucking drama queen.
I think the knee's better though.
Like why not just do a chicken dance? Why not just do a fucking chicken dance during the national anthem?
You could. I would pay money to see the reaction from that. Like, and his fucking jersey became the number one selling jersey too. Like, I guess
Everyone
fucking
from fucking Black Lives Matter bought it.
people couldn't resist. I guess.
What they bought it just to burn it?
I don't. Well, that's one of the what some people are saying. Well, that happened, but a lot of people are
Which
like,
is stupid as well. Don't buy his fucking jersey, you idiots. You
yeah,
fucking retards.
just to burn it. Did you see the
No,
one guy?
dude, no, this is what you need to do, guys. If you don't like me, go to my Spreadshirt, buy a whole bunch of shirts, and
Spreadshirt?
burn them. Burn them, dude. That'll show me. Buy my merchandise and destroy it.
Right,
That's the easiest way to piss me off. I promise.
right.
Just keep purchasing my merchandise.
Well, he doesn't get the money for it, so
Yeah, they do. For
I don't
jersey
think
sales?
I don't
Absolutely.
I don't think they do, man.
Yeah, they do. You're crazy.
I don't.
You're
Where
crazy.
where have you seen it? They do.
That's the whole reason why they don't sell college uniforms. That's why they don't sell college uniforms is because you can't make money off of the.
Oh,
Um,
hang on,
dude, they make a ton of money off of jerseys. You're crazy.
hang on. Do NFL players get money from jersey sales?
They get what's it called? Percentages.
Jersey revenue is collected in terms of licensing fees, and this is shared between league and players.
So yes.
It's a fee that goes into the pool of revenue shared with players. There is not a particular per unit bonus such that someone like Troy Polamalu would make more or less depending on how much of his Reebok jersey moves. So no, he doesn't get it.
They must be different because what I read was that
I
they
think you
got
just open up
royalties.
your butthole and just
No, no,
said
no, no,
words.
no. No, I swear.
It makes sense. It makes sense that they get paid as a unit. You know what I mean?
Apparently, this didn't used to be like this because Richard Sherman is pissed off about it.
Of course. Richard Sherman's pissed off about everything.
Yeah, apparently they changed that with Reebok. So I think so. You said it was Reebok that did it, right? Reebok did
Yeah.
the same thing with the UFC. Uh, so maybe
Yeah.
the NFL is cracking down on it so they can make more money.
They're also trying to figure out a way. I did see they were trying to figure out a way to bring back the NCAA football video game, but I don't think we'll ever see that again.
Yeah, didn't they get sued because they were using they were clearly using the likeness of players to make money without paying them.
Yeah, and that was the thing is they were trying to work out some payment for all like college player deal, but apparently like so many people want a piece of the pie that like like
Well,
each
of
individual
course, the
college
fucking
player
Pandora's box is open now.
would only
They
get
paid.
like $2,000 or $3,000. So, um, anyway,
Well, I mean, the whole NCAA shit. There's a lot of scamminess going on with them. Like, part of me thinks they should just pay the fucking players because they're making so much money off these fucking kids, man. It's crazy.
yeah, and the university makes a shit ton of money too.
Yeah, dude, it's big business.
Yeah, so
And they're clearly making, like, in the case of NCAA football, they're clearly making money off of their likeness. Because, like, yeah, they won't say, like, Michael Vick on the jersey, but it'll be a guy that looks exactly like Michael Vick that happens to be black that is the same size as Michael Vick. And it's just like, huh.
it does more than that. So it looks like him. You can edit the game roster to say his name, or you can just download it. Honestly, somebody else has already done it. But if you edit the roster instead of like QB number 15, and you actually put his name on there, the sound files are in the game where it'll say Tebow drops back.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they actively put in they put in the voice acting. Like, that's
They
something they
did.
had to put in the game. Yeah.
Correct. That's there. You just have to put their name in, and then the game will say it.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they did more than just.
Oh, yeah, no, they're in the wrong for sure then.
But I mean, like, it kind of honestly, it kind of sucked to have to play the game with QB number fucking 15.
Yeah,
You
that
know what I
blows.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's retarded.
They should just fucking pay the players. Make the NCAA game and pay the players for their likeness. Win win.
Right. Yep.
But, NCAA's got to make that money.
Yeah. College football's big fucking business too.
Oh,
Man.
yeah. I wonder how much more profitable college football is than NFL. It
I
must
don't
be
think it
like
is at
many,
all.
many times over.
No, I don't think it is at all.
Oh, dude,
I think
dude,
NFL is way
for
more profitable.
sure.
Nah,
Let's look
dude.
that up.
Well, okay. All right, hang on. Per team, because I mean,
Yeah, that
there's a
changes it.
hundred. There's 115.
Well, that was.
There's 115.
I think it'll probably be closer than you think. Just because, like, dude, some of these schools, man, that like the revenue that because college is such like a big part of people's
The
life.
Dallas Cowboys is the most profitable sports franchise in history, any sport ever. The
Oh
Dallas
yeah, no, I
Cowboys.
wasn't debating the individual teams. I was debating the whole thing.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't think you can really compare
but I
that.
bet some of these schools, like Alabama, like I know Virginia Tech around here, man, like 1 in 10 people has a Virginia Tech thing on. Like even like outside of the football season. Like you just walk around, it's like, oh, there's a
Oh,
Tech
but that's
thing.
not all attributed to the football team. You know what I mean? Like
I
that's.
would say a large percentage of it is.
But I mean, that's the school pride in
Yeah,
general.
yeah, yeah.
You know, like nobody graduated from the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a little different, but still big money. Um,
I
yeah,
like they have playoffs in college football now. That shit took long enough.
yeah.
I remember being a kid and seeing like 6 teams that had undefeated records, and it's just like, who the hell how do they decide?
Well, the cool thing about college football over NFL is like you could be like a multi-loss team in the NFL, like a fucking shit team, and still go to the playoffs. Where in
And win it all.
college,
Yeah.
you lose one fucking game, you're done. For
Yeah.
the most part. Maybe two games,
You
maybe
know, they
maybe
have
one.
playoffs now, but even with the playoffs, it's still kind of like if you lose a game, you're kind of fucked because there's so many teams competing for the playoff spot.
Yeah, well, sort of depends on what division you're in. But yeah, my dad said some top tier done shit to me the other day. He said he wanted to discuss with me who I was going to vote for, so that make sure that our votes don't cancel each other out. And he's in a different state. And I'm like, you realize that that's not how politics works at all, right? Like
Whoops.
the electoral college and fucking districts and all this other stuff. So yeah, but I appreciate his thought in theory.
Yeah, I mean, at least it was like a smart thing, kind of.
Right. No, it was dumb. Dumb as fuck. So anyway, what else you got?
What is he? Is he a Trump guy?
Nah, no, I don't think so. No,
Based off the million comment, it kind of sounds like he would be.
no, he's just retarded. Oh yeah. Well, did you see Clinton? Clinton called Trump supporters what? Deplorable. I guess like most of them.
Yeah, I saw like basket of deplorables trending on Twitter. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I saw it. People were
Yeah, I
making a big
guess
deal out of it. I
I
don't know
guess
what.
she said like the major like a large portion of Donald Trump supporters are deplorable human beings. Which I don't know about deplorable. Like
I don't know about
uh,
large percentage either,
you know,
but
uh,
surely some of them. Yeah,
yeah,
Trump definitely does attract the more bottom of the barrel people than Hillary does, but Hillary Clinton also attracts some of the fucking most worthless people of all time. And I think I'd rather have like the most bottom of the barrel like scum lords than worthless people. So
right,
I don't know. Gotta pick your poison there.
yeah, yep.
All right. Let me look at my list here. This is definitely gonna be a short podcast. That's for sure. Run out of steam here. There's a PS4 Pro. You
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw like actually one, I not crazy topic, but a topic is man, your boy Boogie's got some issues, dude. Like he's pretty open on his channel. Like I saw him like post some pretty like personal videos on there, and I guess that's what makes him popular. But he's like after that whole YouTube thing about like the content and stuff, he posted a video, and I don't know when it was, but it has like 3 million views, and it's like the truth about why I'm fat. It's like it gets pretty personal on his channel. I guess some people do that. You don't think you post very many like life of Zybak videos though, do you?
I
Like
have in the past.
vlog videos.
I definitely have in the past.
Oh, have you?
Um,
Yeah. He's
yeah,
still
no, I
going
haven't watched his stuff in a while, but I mean, what was the synopsis of it?
of that video.
Sure.
I don't know. He started talking about like he was like I don't know abusive household and like all kinds of shit, dude. Like just not happy things. But that's cool if it's therapeutic for him. I'm just surprised to see somebody that big be that like not big as in fat, but big as in like popular. Um, be that like
Well, I mean
open.
that's his shtick.
Yeah, I guess it works for him.
Yeah, I mean,
So
as soon as I saw his channel, I knew that. Yeah, I don't know if you know that, but I left a comment on one of Boogie's videos back before he got popular, telling him he was
yeah,
gonna
he
be
told me
big because he was like that, and what do you know? It fucking happened. It's cool that he addressed it too.
he addressed your comment.
Yeah, specifically,
Oh.
and he sent a bunch of people on Twitter to come and like love bomb me. It was pretty nice.
Yeah,
He seems like a nice enough guy.
right. So what were you talking about? What was your thing you're gonna?
The PS4 Pro is a thing, and it's essentially a more powerful PlayStation 4 that's like confirmed coming out.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people aren't that excited about it.
I'm
Like,
not, dude. This shit's fucking lame, dude. The whole point of consoles is to have one set of hardware that you have for a long period of time. It's
yeah, I
fucking
mean,
retarded.
You can get rid of it. I mean, your old one. You don't have to like. You don't have to like just use the. You know what I mean? You don't have to use both of them. But I thought. I see. I thought first that I was going to like get that when they announced it. And I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna. And then now I'm like, nah. I mean, like, it's kind of cool. I also think I'm gonna cancel my PSVR pre-order. I have that pre-ordered. Um, and I think I'm just gonna cancel that too, because it's like, I don't know, I don't see myself playing it that much. Um, it doesn't even play. It doesn't
Dude,
play.
you fucking love, dude. You love pre-ordering shit, man.
Yeah. I mean, I pre-order things like the PSVR. They only had like fucking six of when I pre-ordered it. So like, see, the reason that I pre-order a lot of things.
Oh, you went to a physical location to do it?
Yeah, I went to GameStop. I had some credit. Um, when I bought my PlayStation 4, I didn't pre-order it, and like I had to like sit there
Oh,
like
dude.
forever.
Yeah, I didn't
So
pre-order any of my consoles either, thinking there was gonna be like a lot of them at launch, and there definitely weren't. So I got my PS4 for $300 on Craigslist out of a Honda Civic, out of the back of a Honda Civic.
right,
Well, I got
which
it for $100 less than retail, unopened, out of the back of a Honda Civic.
yeah,
This
which
guy, I mean, he seemed like a very, very honest black man.
uh
He said he had a friend that worked at GameStop. He had all kinds of controllers and shit too.
right,
So thank God that dude had a friend that worked at GameStop.
right. He definitely didn't murder someone who did wait there all day and pre-order it. Uh,
This
and
dude, this dude in the back of his Honda Civic had controllers. He had, like the accessory bullshit they sell at GameStop, like at the front counter, like the little
yeah,
like
like
action figure amiibos and like all that shit, dude. He had games, he had consoles, he had the accessory shit. And he's like, "You need any controllers or anything, dude?" And I'm like, "Nope, nope, this is good." So
wow.
I believe him. I think he had a friend that worked at GameStop. I definitely wouldn't buy it if it was stolen.
I would not say that
No,
he didn't know whoever it was at GameStop. Probably did know them.
I mean he seemed like an honest guy, just trying to make a buck.
Yeah. I think I am gonna get rid of my Xbox though, because I legit don't play that at all. Like my PlayStation, at least I use it as like a fucking streaming thing for like Netflix and
I
shit.
use my Xbox 360 more than well, I use my Xbox 360 way more than both of my other consoles because I use that thing for Netflix.
Right.
So
There's some good
depressing.
there's some good shows on there, man. A lot of stuff coming back on. Um,
I only
so
watch Netflix right before I go to sleep, so it takes me so long to watch like a thing on Netflix because I only watch it to try and go to sleep.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marco Polo is a good show. On
I have you seen Making a Murderer?
no, I think you told me to see Making a Murder.
No, I didn't tell you to see that one because I just started watching it. But like, I watched the first episode and I was like, huh, this is fucking terrible. How they're fucking this dude over, eh? And like the thing just started. Like it's like a 12 episode long thing. So I'm just wondering how
So
bad it's gonna get for this fucking show.
is it a actual like dude that like was framed or something?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. And he was proven to be framed or
yeah. So
whatever.
so so this is where I'm at in the show. So so the dude was framed. It was proven that he was framed. They let him out, and then uh and then he sues the state and the police department for all that money because he spent like 18 years behind bars for a crime he fucking didn't do. Um, so he goes and he sues them, and then they set him up again. Apparently,
Really?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much about it because I just started watching it. But like you watch it and you're like, God damn, this is terrible. Like fuck the legal system. This is fucking AIDS.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I wish we would use the death penalty like a lot more and a lot
In
quicker.
cases where it's extremely obvious, yes.
Right.
Like
Like
the movie theater Batman shooter guy. It's just like, yeah, why It's like yes.
Well, like there was this fucking lady that like it was uh she like was the it was like the worst case of child abuse in like ever. Like her and her like boyfriend like they had like this kid
I
daughter.
think you told this on the last podcast.
Oh, and then she's getting out after like
Yeah,
uh
and they like hoard her out to like her crack dealer or something.
something like that. But anyway, she's getting out like oh Jesus Christ. Like only served like half of her sentence or whatever. Like that what you should just kill that chick. Like what is she gonna get out and have like another baby and like that's gonna be okay? Like
Oh,
I don't
welfare money.
yeah, for real. So I don't know. Anyway, uh pretty nuts.
Oh,
Are you
speaking. Go ahead.
what? Speaking of what?
Yeah, no, your topic was better than mine, probably. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't. What do you got?
You said you said speaking. Come on, you go first. Fuck.
I was gonna say, are you're not going to BlizzCon, right? You don't do that.
No, it's just too expensive, man.
Uh,
Especially consider. I mean, I would go. I would definitely go now if I was still into WoW, like I used to be in Wrath. But I'm just not. Like, it's not worth the money. Like, yeah, it'd be cool to meet up with people, but eh.
I bought a couch this week too. I got a $1,900 couch. I got I guess somebody had ordered it uh incorrectly. Like they had special ordered this couch and it came in the wrong color or something. Like the store fucked up. So I got a $1,900 couch for $750, brand new from
You
Lazy
got
Boy.
a link?
I can find one. Bring up your topic and I'll look for one. Oh,
Oh, I was just gonna say on the topic of like like more kids for welfare money. Apparently, so the world population is like exploding faster than originally thought, but it's only because the shit tier countries are having more and more kids.
right. You could be
So
like China and then like be like, oh, you can only have two kids, and if you have more than that, we're just gonna. I don't. What does China do if you have more than two kids? Do they take them
I,
or
I
they
think they just I don't know I
off
don't know
them?
what they do.
They just
Obviously, it's bad enough to where people have secret kids and leave the country if they have more than one. There used to be more than one, but now it's two.
I think they take them because I can't imagine. I can't imagine they would just kill them. That doesn't seem.
Yeah, they could put them to work in factories or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's some fucking purpose. Let's see. Which is also, I'm not gonna say is the worst policy, by the way. Like maybe not two kids, but maybe like
Oh,
four.
apparently one of the big reasons they did it is for economic growth. Because I mean, it's like, oh yeah, you bump that shit up, you get a nice little economic boost. Meanwhile, their country is like, if you live there, you fucking smoke 3 packs a day essentially if you're in Beijing.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I would say that yeah, we should probably adopt something like that because like you don't need more. I don't know. I just don't want. Like as good as fun as it is, I uh I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna have more kids.
Dude, she's gonna get baby hungry. Just wait until the 30s. Fucking biological clock, tick tock, tick tock. It gets louder and louder and louder.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But this is the one I got, by the way. The Pembroke. It's comfortable as shit. It's small because I got like it doesn't have all those fucking sequins in it either. The one I got, they had like this crazy.
Sequins, is that those golden button
Yeah,
things?
it doesn't have that.
Yeah, that shit. I hate that shit. Looks terrible.
Yeah, but that's thing's comfortable as fuck. I was worried because I wanted to
What?
buy like I
Those are
wanted.
that expensive
Yeah, so
normally?
that not that one, but the one that came with.
Is it that color or is it
No, no,
different?
no, 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 it's gray. It's got like a I don't even know what the fabric is, but it's like a premium fabric deal that was on it, and the color matched. Wasn't perfect, but it matched like the rest of our shit. So I wanted to get the fucking super big recliner couch because I was like, well, fuck, if we're gonna buy a fucking couch, we might as well
Go
get.
hardcore, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So like there was this couch that it was a big full size couch and like the left and right side reclined, which was cool. But the problem was that the middle was kind of stiff. You know what I mean? So like if you laid down across it, it wasn't that comfortable. So anyway, I got that shit, and I'm gonna have like three to five people over at my house that are flying in from around for BlizzCon. So it's gonna be a
Wait,
good time.
they're meeting you at your house for BlizzCon?
Yeah, we our guild, not our guild, but our group of online friends, we um we usually meet up for BlizzCons at somebody's house. Like
Oh, oh,
last year it was in
I was like,
Florida.
are you guys gonna like drive there or some shit? Like,
No, at somebody's house. So like last year we met up in Florida. This year it'll be here.
that's
You
kind of
know,
cool.
one day it was in or one year it was in like Washington State. One of the guy lives over there. Um, so yeah, it's a pretty good time. But everybody's back, man. Everybody, I don't know about your battle tag list, but my shit's full of like old WoW people now playing.
Mine's not. There's definitely some people that are back, but definitely not. The old school crew is gone. I think for good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, a lot of
What's,
the people I used to play with just got burned by just I don't know.
what are we doing for guests? Are we actually gonna have
I
any
want to get some WoW people on, but it is kind of like still the expansion rush, so it's kind of hard to lock people down.
like Bajira?
I don't know about him just because I think he's kind of got that whole brand reputation thing. Not that I think that's bad or anything, but I don't know. He's kind of like Captain Positive, and I just wished you happy 9/11 day. So I don't know if it would be a perfect fit. But I'd like to try to get Hansel on. I'd like to try to get like cartoons on. Uh,
Cartoons. There's actually a guy named fucking Cartoons.
yeah, he's a mage YouTube guy who's actually like blown the fuck up recently. Um, so I'd like to get some of these other WoW people on, so that I haven't talked to in a while because I know them, but I just haven't talked to them in a while.
Right.
Especially now that I'm playing again and not shit at the game, believe it or not. I,
I think our like I don't know what people think our worst episode was, but I think our worst one was the guy that we had on that was the biggest, and it was Hotted.
Hot isn't the biggest, I don't think. I think Asmongold is probably the biggest.
You think? Oh,
Well, in
Hot.
terms of relevancy now, like, so there's people that have tons of subscribers on YouTube, but their channels aren't active. They aren't like super relevant anymore because their audience either like stopped watching or whatever. Asmongold has like a voracious audience. Like his videos get like hundreds of thousands of views, like
Yeah,
all of them.
his stuff's pretty good. And the thing I like about his stuff too, honestly, is that number one, he doesn't like put a lot of like he just says what you need to
Yeah,
hear. He
I
doesn't.
like that it's not high production value. I like that it's just a webcam and it's like one take, and like that's what it is. That's why I
Uh,
like it.
yeah.
That's a skill set to have. Like I'm not like it takes me multiple takes to do stuff sometimes, and like Kriparian is another guy that can just do one take wonders. And I maybe I'm giving him maybe I'm like maybe he might see that as like a not a compliment because like I'm sure he does put some editing and thought into his videos, but it seems like I mean maybe this is because maybe this is like one of those things where it's like he makes it look easy, which is why he's so good at it. But like, um, it seems like he just fucking goes off the cuff and it's just good.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like 2 days ago, this video's got almost 100,000 views. 3 days ago, 154,000 views. Like
I
this
think
guy
you,
is getting insane.
I think you got some Asmon jelly.
Like this guy, yeah, his audience is voracious, in but to not like not trying to tear him down, but he's only done WoW, so it's kind of easier if you've only ever done one thing. I think he's maybe done some Diablo stuff, but for the most part, all of his videos are WoW, so it's easy to build an audience if you only do the same thing all the time. So
Uh, yeah. Convert to Raid, I've heard. Did you ever listen to them?
no,
So they're probably the biggest WoW podcast. The Instance and Convert to Raid are kind of the same size, but they're huge. And they lost a lot of their following with like their show's really gone downhill. But like I don't know. There's not a lot of WoW. Like I thought about doing my WoW podcast again because there's not a lot of WoW specific podcasting content out there. And the other thing too is that like people are really bad at making videos because like I look at like, and I'm not saying that I'm amazing, but I look at um like I try to find a video for something. For instance, I tried to watch a Havoc DPS video to make sure that what I was doing was accurate, and I couldn't find a good one. Like maybe the what I was searching for was off or whatever, but like all of them are like preview videos, or like if you watch a video, it's like here are the basics. And it's like
Yeah.
I don't want the fucking basics. You know what I mean? Like the basics are fucking easy. I want like the actual like here's how to not suck dicks at Havoc
So yeah,
DPS.
what's funny is that it didn't used to be like that. There was a time back like at the start of Cataclysm where there was tons of really, really, really high quality videos like everywhere, and everyone was making them. But then live streaming took off. Once live streaming took off, a lot of people that were making those videos started live streaming, and a lot of people that would make those videos live stream instead because it's easier, and it's way less like work in a lot of ways. Uh, which is
Yeah.
why you're not seeing the quality videos. But there are still people that do them, like Cartoons. Dude, Cartoons is hustling, man. That dude makes like really high quality shit, and he seems to put it out pretty frequently too. So I admire the hustle. Like I don't do the YouTube gig anymore, but like I admire it when I see people doing it, and I'm like, yeah, dude, dude's putting in work and it's good, and he's making good shit. Good for him.
Right. Yeah. I mean that's why I'm like you know I'm like I gotta put out something because like maybe I don't want good demon hunters out there. Maybe I want people to suck. Like the other thing, here's a good example. So Vengeance, right? Um, the Vengeance guide that they give you on Wowhead and Icy Veins is okay, but it's going to make you like the problem with Demon Hunter tanks in Mythic dungeons and whatever is that they're spiky, right? Like that's the always what people say the
Boy,
Demon Hunter.
they just get like like slammed with big
Their
hits.
their health, yeah, it rockets
Yeah,
up and down. A
is
lot
it
of self
is
healing.
evasion based and like
Uh,
self healing based tanks?
it's self healing based. So
Dude, that does sound AIDS to heal
yeah,
compared to like a
but
warrior who's like
but the thing is that they don't have to be. Like the reason that a lot of them are spiky early on is because the talent that Wowhead and Icy Veins and all that, and yeah, it may be raid focused or whatever. Even Sko, like I watched some of Sko from Methods videos, and I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna not say he doesn't know what he's talking about, or I know better than him, but he might be talking from like a mythic raiding perspective. But for like mythic dungeons and other things, like there's a different way or a path you can take on your artifact to make yourself and talents to make yourself very, very like easy and your damage intake very, very consistent and make yourself easy to heal. So like myself and some of the Vengeance Demon Hunters that I play with, we're not spiky at all because but we're all our shit isn't also following that fucking guide. So but you can't find that anywhere. You can't find anybody who would
yeah.
be like,
Well,
"Oh, don't follow the guide. Here's a
I know
thing."
the feeling, dude. I've been the same way. So one of my guide videos kind of got shit on by a few people a little bit because people were like, "Oh, don't take Moonfire in PvP. It's got too much." Like, yes, it's technically a DPS increase on a target enemy, blah, 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 and you're giving me like all these like retarded reasons of why it's bad, and like not realizing all the reasons why it's really good. So I just released this video where I do 3 times another Feral Druid's damage, and now people are like seeing the light, going like, "Okay, he's onto something with this."
Right.
So yeah, people are. I feel like this expansion, there's a lot of unique shit, like a lot of unique builds and a lot of unique things that people are gonna do haven't um, that haven't really
Well,
been done.
the artifact path is something that you can, you can cookie cutter it, but the problem with that is that you can't cookie cutter it for all the content. You know what I mean? Like if you're cookie cuttering it, it's because it's for rating or whatever. And a lot of like the guides that are out there are trying to look at it from that sort of perspective. So,
Yeah,
you know,
which makes
and
sense because that's like typically the thing that people care about. But
sure, and but like the other thing is that uh there's not guides that are like, oh, if you're not doing that, here's what you might want to consider. And I think Blizzard's done a good job in that um there not a lot of the talents are 100% legit garbage. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, I agree.
Like they're useful in certain times and in certain places or whatever. So
Yeah, I
anyway,
think I
that's
think
all.
one of the good examples is the honor talents, the PvP medallion, the 2 minute, pop that and get out of CC. So that has been something that everyone has always had for a long time. But they have two new talents that sound bad on paper because everyone's used to having that 2 minute trinket. One of them is you automatically trinket the first CC that is more than 5 seconds long, which sounds bad, but it's a 1 minute cooldown. And if you really start thinking about it, like it sounds bad, but then I go back and look at my footage and I see how often I'm trinketing the first big CC that hits me in reality. So, you're getting double the value. Yes, you don't have the choice of, doing, knowing when to trinket, whatever stun. But against certain matchups where they're not going to kill you in a stun and where that's not like super needed, it's better to run that talent. And I've started trying it out and actually enjoying it. And there's another talent called Relentless where it's just all CC is 25% less on you all of the time, no matter what. But you give up your PvP trinket for that. And
So
again, that's another one where, depending on the comp, like if I'm not facing a rogue, like there's a lot of times where that's like a good choice. Like if it's like FLS or something where it's like Feral Lock Shaman and there's not like CC that I'm gonna have to trinket, it's like fears and short shit that they're not gonna kill me in it. That's the best choice.
so explain to me how this talent, because I when I unlock a new level, it pretty much goes down the line for me. Like I don't get a choice. Like you know what I mean? Like I guess you start getting the
Are you talking
choices
about
as you
honor
unlock.
talents?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
so it
have to,
goes down the left row, down the middle row, and then down the right row. That's the way it works.
but I don't get all of them, right?
You get all of them once you get honor level 50 or 48 or whatever it is.
Okay, so the top tier of three, I get all of those. It's not like I
No,
have to pick one. I also have to pick one of the row.
you pick one of each row.
Okay, I got it. All right. So I only have one choice for the large majority of my early honor in each tier,
Yep,
basically.
yep,
Okay.
all the way. Yeah, you don't start getting your second choices until like level 12 and 14, and it goes down that first left row, then down the middle row, then down the right row.
Right, I got you. Not
So
bad.
yeah, you don't have those choices to pick the different medallions until or the different CC based PvP talents until you're like 31 when you unlock Relentless, which is the last one.
And you said you're not going to prestige, right?
I am going to because Feral Druids got really lucky. All
Oh,
of
with
our
the
best
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
all of
yeah,
our
yeah.
best
You
shit
said
is
that.
at level 10. We got so lucky. Whereas like paladins, like holy paladins, apparently like their best stuff, like one of their best talents is like 48. So
Nice.
Feral's got lucky with that.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll probably prestige. Honestly, I'll probably do it on my demon hunter because the artifact weapon appearance for doing it is like awesome. Like it looks really, really fucking good. Which makes me sad because I don't want a PvP, but apparently if I want to look cool, I have to. One of them is like it's fucking like you have to prestige 13 times to get it.
Yep,
So,
that's the
like
the golden one.
that's like insane. Like that's got to be like a expansion wide thing.
Well,
It's
you
like,
can only prestige 4 times the first season.
oh really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean it's not that crazy because the warlock I play with is already third prestige, so like it's not that insane. Um, and the ranked season hasn't even started yet. Like when you do ranked PvP, you get even more honor, and that hasn't even started yet. So
That's what I need to do. Rank fucking PvP. My rank is gonna be dog shit.
yeah, no, I don't make
But
fun of you for it.
yeah, that's fine.
And before the ranked season starts, and I'm terrible.
I can't wait. Gonna be
Apparently, so this is on the topic of WoW. Legion sold 3.3 million copies, the same as Cataclysm, and more than Wrath.
on the first day.
Yeah,
But it tied. I mean, that doesn't mean a lot because it tied fucking WAD's sales, which we all know how that fucking turned out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, Man, I'm so glad that we never have to go back to that fucking expansion. This was
That
not a
was
good time.
definitely the worst one. Like for the longest time, like I was actually talking about this to somebody else, where people were debating, like, was Cataclysm worse than Mop? Like, is this like? Because I remember in Mop, people would be like, is this worse than Cataclysm or is this better? And people were like, I don't know, and they'd have this back and forth debate. But no, the clear worst expansion is very obvious now.
I don't think, from a rating standpoint, Mop was a really good expansion. Like the raids in Mop were good. Lei Shen was probably
Yeah,
one
I
of the
think I
best.
think people liked the mechanical aspects of the raiding, but the actual raid like feeling epic was stupid. Apparently, like the theme just really hurt them a lot. I think.
I guess. I mean, Lei Shen was probably one of the best boss fights WoW has ever done. Heroic, 25 heroic. So, I mean, but I didn't like. You're right. I didn't like
Yeah, but
the
like
Throne of Thunder ambiance.
yeah, but it's
Ambiance.
silly. You're fighting some like fucking stone panda thing. Like that's lame as fuck compared to Arthas,
Right.
compared to
From an
Illidan.
ambiance perspective, I'm just talking about
Yeah, well that shit
from a like.
matters in an MMO. It's not all just about like it's not raiding simulator 101. It's the MMO. Wow. It's but like that shit matters
Yeah,
too.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, I would not want to fight Sargeras, which would be the most epic fight in the game, right? If they did that, I wouldn't want to fight that fight and have it be kind of like a fight. Like I didn't think Archimon was that good of a fight. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was kind of like the second time we fucking killed him, not the first time. Uh, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the Legion fights roll around. I'm excited that we that shit's coming out soon because I'm already like fucking Mythic Dungeoned out.
Yeah, I'm
So
looking forward to ranked PvP starting. That's gonna be fun.
that starts when the raid season
Yep,
starts, right?
20th.
Yeah, it'll be good times. What's today? Oh, the 11th today. Yeah, 9/11.
Another week.
The only thing about this artifact weapon, like I like gathering the little artifact power and shit, and that's pretty fun. But like I think they're trying to be sneaky and they're trying to slowly bring back like this hardcore bullshit, like attunements and stuff. Like this Archway and Court of Stars are the two mythic only dungeons that are gated behind 8,000 into honored of Suramar rep, which like not impossible to get. I mean, it's definitely doable. Like most of my friends have it, and I'm close. But I don't really want to do the majority of fucking all of Suramar content like right now. Like I would rather do other things. And it's like even and I would be okay if I they made me do it and then it was like, all right, well now you've unlocked it, just like flying, you know, cool, you don't have to do that again. Oh no, like my fucking demon hunter, if I want to bring him into those mythics, I gotta fucking do all that rep bullshit all over again on him. Which is like,
Yeah, I think they're just experimenting with it because like I think they realized by going super casual that it hurt them, and it clearly did. Um, so I think they're trying to find the fine line of. I don't know. See, that's the one thing I hated about WoW is that they like ever since Cat like well they've obviously started turning around clearly, um, but ever since Cataclysm they started going super casual and it just started making the game more and more diluted and just terrible. Um,
but I will say though that
And then you look
um
at Legion where there's like all this stuff to do, and it's the best expansion that they've had in a
yeah,
while.
I would gladly though trade like a little of this hardcoreness for them to be lenient with things um like tier and LFR. Cause that was a big fucking like dude, the hardcores like cried about that so much. Like, oh my god, you're gonna give LFRs not even really rating and why should there be fucking tier gear and blah
Yeah,
blah
there
blah. Like
shouldn't be. It's dumb.
yeah, well, okay. There should be. But I'm glad that they're
But
now
wait,
like
why should the LFR get the same looking gear as the
they
people that
don't
do
get the
it?
same looking gear at all.
Isn't it recolored?
Mythic gear is was in I'll say in WoD. I haven't looked in Legion, but is themed the same, but is different color and has a much different effects. Like Mythic Gear looks a lot differently. Um, it's a recolor, so LFR
That's
is a recolor, and it's usually the worst color.
it
Um,
shouldn't be the same model. It
I
should it should
definitely think it
be
should.
you should wear a
But
fucking garbage. This is what they need to
no,
have for
no, no,
all the
no,
helmets. It
because they
needs to
did.
be
They did. That's what they did in WAD, and no one fucking did that content, and it made that content AIDS for anyone that wanted to do it. See, the reason that it should have that gear in there is because a lot of raiders, Mythic raiders included, will do LFR to get the fucking transmog because they just want a recolor or whatever or alts or good players actually do that content. That's what you want. You don't want content that literally the bottom tier dog shit fucking casual. That's the
this
only thing
this
they can
is the
do.
better solution. You don't make multiple difficulty levels. Boom,
Okay.
solved. I just
Well,
solved the whole thing.
if you getting rid of LFR is its own fucking
No,
argument.
you
But if
don't
it's
get rid
got
of it. You make an LFR style raid. You make an entry level raid. Burning Crusade did it perfectly. They didn't even mean to. Uh, they had a rating tier system where you had Karazhan guilds, then you had SSC guilds, then you had, you had a shit a rating tier list where you
that
went from
doesn't
this raid to this raid to this raid to this
that
raid.
wasn't working anymore. They did that with they do that with like Moshigan Vaults was not a it's not a tier. It's like a fucking like half tier or something, and it gives you like AIDS gear. It's not tier gear. It's lower item level. Blah blah blah. They do that shit, and the problem with that is again like when the fucking quote unquote real content comes out, like nobody's still working on that old shit. Everybody fucking moves on because nobody wants to do the fucking like dog shit content.
No, they moved
Like that
on
doesn't.
because they move on because they make the LFR gear better. No one,
No,
dude. No,
no, no,
people did Karazhan
no.
until Wrath of the Lich King came out.
LFR gear was not better than like that other. Like this is just something we're gonna agree to disagree on. If you have LFR, it needs to
LFR should
give.
not exist.
Well, right, but if
There
it
should
is,
be
if it
only there shouldn't even be hard modes. There should be one difficulty per fucking raid and have more raids that
well,
are that are
you're not gonna
scaling
get
in
that though.
difficulty.
You're not gonna get that in WoW.
They had that. They had
You're,
that for years.
yeah, but you're
They
not
had
gonna
that for
get
the
that
first
now.
8 years or whatever of the game when it was the
You're
best.
you're not gonna get that anymore though. So like that's kind of the only thing they may do is take LFR out, but I don't think they're gonna even do that.
Well, I'm
So
saying if they want to
given
return
that
to
the
their
content
former
is
fucking
here,
glory, they need to do what they did back in the day that made
I don't
sense,
think
that
so.
made the game feel epic. Because it
I
was
don't think
cool to
so.
be like, dude, those guys killed Illidan. Holy shit. Now it's like, those guys killed Illidan on LFR. Great.
No, well, let's see. That's a different argument. My
It's the
argument
same
is
thing. No,
if LFR is going to exist, if it's going to be in the game, and you can have all that other, I mean, that's a rabbit hole argument, right? Like if it, assuming that LFR is going to be there, putting the worst dog shit questing green looking purples in it that aren't even, you know, that's not a good idea. And it wasn't a good. It was proven to be not a good idea in WAD. That's my thing. Is like you could even take away like the fucking bonuses and leave it with bullshit bonuses, but like if you don't have your good players running that content and there's no reason at all to run that content, then it's going to be AIDS, and it was AIDS in WAD. Like I did the shit out of LFR and MOP because it's cool for alts. You get some transmog, blah blah blah. Like it's kind of like a relaxing thing or whatever. WAD, fucking nope, no reason to do it because it was awful because you wiped all the time because there was nobody fucking decent in it, and even if you did it, your gear was basically
I just
irrelevant.
think that people need to be incentivized to play an MMO the way an MMO is supposed to be played,
But they are though.
which
You
is
get cooler
not
shit.
LFR.
You get cooler shit. I don't think LFR is a great thing. My
LFR, I think things like LFR are toxic to just MMOs in general. Like, I think things like the Dungeon Finder are a little bit toxic to MMOs in general.
mm,
Because
LFG or the Dungeon Finder.
it kills automatic dungeon things.
Oh,
It just kills server communities and stuff. Like, server communities don't really exist anymore. And that was like one of the cool things about WoW for the longest time.
well, they put in the LFG tool, which is arguably pretty good.
That stuff is fine. Like, helping people find groups is fine. But like just queuing up for something is bad. Like, I think.
Can be, can be. I mean, the problem that the argument for an LFG tool, I mean, a dungeon finder tool over an LFG tool, is right now there's a lot of uh, preconceived notions or prejudices against certain classes, elemental shamans, shadow priests. So we have a shadow priest in our guild who does, I mean, top tier fucking damage, and he's like 840 eye level. Cannot get into a mythic LFG because people see shadow priest and they just fucking decline him, and he would rape their entire group. So that it having the ability to queue for things, and you can't queue for mythic dungeons, by the way, in the LFG
Yeah.
tool. But having the ability to at least do the easier, like heroic dungeons to queue, I think is good because otherwise, some classes would be
But I mean, that
so
stuff's
boxed
always going
out.
to exist, and to a degree, that's kind of part of the experience of playing an MMO with other people, is that people are going to be shitty, and you need to find those people that aren't shitty, and play with them
Yeah, but what
because
that would
that's
cause Blizzard to do would be to make specs that are like perceived to be dog shit OP so that they would actually get brought to things. And that would cause bigger
or
balancing
you just
issues.
let it fucking play out, and then people figure out that Shadow Priests aren't dog shit.
No, but they are.
Well, then
But
that would force Blizzard to actually make Shadow Priests not dog shit.
well, they're when I say they are, I mean they are in the large sense of the community if you don't know how to play them properly. But
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had
if
the
you're just a
same thing happen
player
to me
like
when I was a Feral Druid. Dude, I was a Feral Druid for fucking 10 years, and they were terrible most of that. But in Wrath, they became good, but people were used to them being terrible for so long that people still didn't take them. So I had to slowly find people to like, give me a chance, and then they'd give me a chance, and they'd be like, "Oh shit, this guy's a good Feral Druid. His damage is legit." And then it kind of became like this cool thing on the server where it's like, "Oh shit, Zybak, he's the top Feral on our server," and it was cool to have that like community thing where it's just like, "Oh yeah, that's look at that guy. He's
I
the
mean I get
fucking
it. I get
like."
it.
And
You're a nostalgia WoW guy. I'm just
that's
saying
no, I'm not talking
that
from a nostalgia point of view. I'm talking about from a just community stamp. I'm talking about at the MMO
you
as a
still know
whole.
who legit people are on your server. Like if you're in an actual like decent guild, like you still know you'll recognize, you know,
Yeah, but there's
um,
way less of that now because you have a lot of automated queuing stuff, and it's just like you queue up with a guy for a
there is less.
dungeon.
Yeah,
You queue up for a guy with a dungeon, and that dude could die tomorrow, and you wouldn't know. Whereas back then, you'd queue up for a guy with a dungeon. The dungeon run would go well. He'd be like, "Fuck yeah, dude, you're a badass tank. I'm adding you to my friends list."
right,
And then you'd have a buddy, and then it was like, "Oh shit, we're playing an MMO with real fucking people now. Great, this is fun."
right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I made a friend in a fucking heroic the other day. Like I get it. There is much less of it. I'm not gonna say there isn't. I just don't. I don't think we get that fully back.
No, you don't
They'll
get it
get.
back now because the fucking Pandora's box has already been opened. But
Yeah.
to the
So
new MMO developers out there,
right.
learn the lesson now.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with Crowfall. I'm sure
Well,
that.
Crowfall's not any doesn't have to worry about any of that shit because it's a
Right.
PvP game.
Well, you're still gonna know who's decent.
Yeah, Crowfall will definitely be a game about reputation. That's for sure. Because there's gonna be people that fuck people over, and there's no like precautions for that. Like Crowfall will be a game where you will get fucked over 100%. Like it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Looking forward to playing a game like that, like Eve Online, because I never played Eve Online, but the stories from it are fucking incredible because it's the Wild Wild West.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how the rating works out. I'm kind of excited. Like I may actually raid a lot more seriously in Legion than I actually thought that I was going to, because I'm like
Yeah,
having
I
such a good
thought
time.
about getting into it because I like the feral, like I like how involved the feral rotation is, but at the same time, it's just like ugh. So much of WoW PVE is just Z Z Z Z Z Z Z. Sleep time.
Yeah, I guess. To each his own. You're not a big PVE guy.
Well, I
That's
am,
fine.
but I mean,
But you're
if
not because you don't
if I
enjoy it.
if I could skip to the good shit, I would be
What do you think is the good shit?
like the hard raids with the hard mechanics.
You can, largely.
No, you can't, because you got to do all the heroics and all the like.
Heroic raids are not easy out of the gate. I
Yeah,
mean,
they are. You
heroic
queue
raids?
up for them.
No, you don't.
No, I'm talking
Raids.
about heroic. Oh, you were talking about dungeons. I was talking about dungeons.
Oh,
Oh, I'm saying I have to do
I
like
went
normal
straight from.
dungeons,
I
heroic
didn't do any
dungeons.
heroic dungeons. I went straight from like. I went straight from 8, 10 item level, and full cleared all the mythics. Like you don't have to
Are
do
the
that shit.
mythics actually hard yet, or no? Like, I think it's cool, the mythic system, but
No, baseline mythics are there. Some fights are challenging depending on what you're doing, but largely no, they're not hard at all. Um, so
yeah.
there are, put it this way, there are a lot of like trade chat LFG pugs going on for mythics. So if they were that hard, there wouldn't be.
Yeah. Well,
So
it's cool. They're gonna be that hard though. They're gonna be fucking. They're gonna get ridiculous, which is cool.
yeah, they're gonna get retarded. There's already, I mean, like there are a couple like as a from a healer perspective.
Have people started getting the keystones or whatever to make them hard yet, or is that like a long
No,
process?
that comes out when the raids come out,
Oh,
so you can't do that
is
right
that one of those things where you only have like you can only make it so hard right off the bat?
now.
Like I don't know.
No,
I don't know the mechanic for the
I think
keystones.
so. If you finish the run within the allotted like timer, I'm pretty sure this is how it works. You get mailed a keystone, depending on how you did, like how badass you beat it. You get a keystone for up to like 3 difficulties ahead of that, I think, for the next week.
Oh, so they just mail them to you?
Yeah, you just get mailed
Oh, so you're gonna have
keystones.
to like so like you just have to go and shit on it like regular mode, and then just get the keystone, and then you're good.
Right, like so you do mythic plus 1 essentially, and you shit all over it, and you beat the timer by however much. You'll get a keystone for like plus 3. So like the next time you go in there, it'll be like mythic 4, and
Oh
then
yeah, but it takes a week because you only do it once a week.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah. So then if you if you don't beat the timer, right? Like you clear the instance, but you don't beat the timer, you'll still get your reward for that um, that difficulty. You still get the loot reward for it, but you don't get like an advancement on your fucking keystone. And I don't think you go down.
Yeah, I was getting
I
ready to ask that. Like, if you failed, you have to go farm the shit easy one again.
You might. I mean, I don't think so though, because you're not really failing. You're just not like beating the time difficulty.
Time, yeah.
I don't really know the answer to that question. I could
Yeah,
probably
that's
could
gonna
look
be
it up.
cool because I really like that system, and I've talked about this before. How like people are gonna think that this specific combination is impossible, and then you're gonna see some fucking group do some crazy
Well,
shit,
the
and they're
cool
gonna
thing
do it.
is what they did was so there's a bunch of different affixes, but there's only like so many valid combinations of affixes because when they
Yeah,
beta
they
tested
limited
it,
it. Yeah, they limited it.
they were like that's impossible to do, and it would be honestly like if in a lot of these mythics, if you had like no aggro fucking thing along with berserk or something like that, or along with the radiating dot, like
Yeah, it
it
would
would
be.
just
It would
be
just not. It would be unfun. Yeah.
right. So anyway, we'll see. Should be a good time. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah, I might get into it. I don't know. I've just been liking PvP, and dude, the thing is, like, feral PvP is kind of very similar to feral PvE right now, and just the way you play, because you're like the big
Spread
draw for
damage.
ferals is damage. Like that's what you bring to the table. So, in a lot of ways, I am PvEing.
Right.
Anyway, you wanna do a fucking wild card and call it short this week? Or no, we didn't do the comments. We would have gotten fucking assassinated. Shit. Let's do that real quick. I don't think we had that many.
I actually didn't. I didn't read them this week. I read them like the first day that you posted it, and I haven't read them since then. So I read one guy thinks I'm annoying, and he wants you to get somebody else.
Here we go. I got him pulled up. Remember the Malgrave snail? Yes, Malgrave Trail was AIDS. That shit sucked. I'm gonna hold judgment on Legion for a month or two. That's usually when everyone turns out and says the X Pack sucks. Um, I don't know. I think this one was actually pretty good. I don't know if it'll hold my attention just because I am a little over WoW. even though I think this expansion is good. But it might. Who knows? Crowfall might suck me into. I'm looking forward to that a lot. Happy they brought back Dalaran, probably the best city. It doesn't even have an auction house. It does? Some guy says Dalaran does have an auction house. What?
It does for engineers.
They brought that back.
I don't know if they have yet.
The old one
they
in
are
Wrath
going
did.
to bring it back.
Yeah, the old one in Wrath had the engineer auction house.
Yeah,
because I remember that because I was an engineer. It was badass.
I talked about bringing that back. Engineering is the worst profession, by the way. If you want to make no money and hate your life, do engineering.
Yeah, I'm engineer because I was a PvPer. That was always the best for that. I swear, if Dopamean complains there's no content, I will link him this episode. Oh, here we go. This is the pub thing, remember? You're like, no one calls them pubs instead of pugs. Yeah, I know where I got pub from. It's from public lobby games like Call of Duty. Yeah, pub stands for public. Yeah, but it's a thing in other games. That's where I got it from.
I heard that Titanfall 2 is not very popular.
I've heard it's kind of shitty. I haven't played it, so I don't know, but I've heard it's a little bit of a letdown.
I heard people are way more into Battlefield 1.
Yeah, wasn't there an open beta for that? I think I missed that.
I think there still is an open beta.
Huh. Anyway, Feral is one of the best single target DPS specs right now. I said in PvE, yes. PvP, not so much, but we have amazing spread pressure. Demon Hunter has more dots than Ferals in PvP. That's not true at all. Some guy said this is a positive comment and got 2 thumbs up. Okay. This episode is not going to be 3 hours long. Video is 2.5 hours long. It wasn't 3 hours, like I said. Stupidest thing you said is I think $1 billion weighs as much as a battleship. I think that was you that said that. That $1 billion weighs as much as a battleship or some shit like that.
I didn't say that.
Somebody, I don't think I said that. I don't think anybody said that. Now that I'm thinking about it.
No, that sounds really dumb. I don't think I would have said that.
I don't think anybody said that.
No, I don't think so.
Dumbest thing Dope has ever said was tot instead of thought. Some guy tunes in Taliesin.
Oh yeah, that stands for that hoe over there.
Yep.
Which, that's pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Taliesin says he tunes in just for you. He's a feral god, so you've got a feral fan. YouTube sucks, but it's unfortunately the best we've got at the moment. That's from Corpse Lot, who we had as a guest. The only thing I hate about Legion was the fucking Garrison mission table. Seriously waiting days for your class order quest line to complete because of passive quests to the horse. That dude plays a warrior. That dude played a warrior. How much you want to bet that Alapop plays a warrior? Because no one else had to wait days.
Yeah.
I waited, 3 hours for most of mine? Shit, I got mine done in like 30 hours.
The new system is pretty good. Like, you definitely don't do as many missions. So it's kind of interesting, the new class order hall system. The app makes it really easy to do also on your phone. I kind of like it, but I don't like having to activate and deactivate dudes all the fucking time, which you kind of have to do.
I don't ever do that.
Well,
are you supposed to be doing that? Like I've deactivated a few dudes, but that's it.
I do to to
I'm
trying to get the equipment to get them, higher item level and to get them all the little things or whatever. So
I normally am able, do you have to do that to succeed with your missions or whatever to counter the things?
Some of them, or to get the bonus.
I just activated randomly a bunch of them. I found a good spread of dudes, and I can pretty much get I'm just lazy as fuck, so I don't look at it too hard. But if I send my dudes out any mission that they can't complete by themselves, at 95% accuracy or whatever, I give them a few tree buddies and little druid AI guys, and they can typically beat everything so far. And I've done quite a few of them.
Right.
I've heard other people complaining about the activating and deactivating thing, but I haven't run into that. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man.
I definitely have deactivated 2 or 3 people to be able to do the missions, but I haven't been reactivating them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dopamine X annoys the fuck out of me. You guys rarely agree on anything. No chemistry, dude.
What?
No, that's the point. The point is to not agree on everything.
I don't think that's true. I think we agree on some things,
I think
but
we
not
agree on
everything.
most things, but we choose to focus on the things we disagree on because that makes for a more entertaining show. If
Right.
we did the whole like, if we just fucking had a circle
Circle
jerk
jerk.
pod, dude, that's the whole reason. That's the whole reason. Yeah, that sucks. There's so many podcasts out like that where it's just like, yeah, dude, you agree with me and I agree with you.
Yeah, dude, it's
That's
awesome.
lame. That's lame.
Okay.
Uh, Zybak, not everything is about you. Listen to other people. I don't know what that's referring to.
I don't know.
Release my macros and UI. Check out my new video. I have a whole like 50-minute guide on my macros and stuff. So check that out. Zybak, if you're balance affinity by the flap spell from the Druid class hall and swap to Boomkin and hover off an area. That's yeah. I haven't
Mine
bothered with
doesn't
that.
work. Like mine's just fucking grayed out, which I don't get why mine doesn't work. But like I put the thing in my fucking spell book and I got it right here and it says flap and it just says you can't do that yet.
Uh,
Like I don't know.
Wonder if it's one of those weird things you get to have like flying unlocked or something. That'd be crazy.
No, I think it's probably like the some glyph bug interaction or some shit.
Yeah, like where you had the old glyph back in the day, and it's yeah, something like that. Zybak, why don't you lick my corn? Blizzard fixes weird things associated with different bots. They're not about to come out and say it though. Yes. Is it worth re-rolling Feral? Been playing Feral since Kata. Had the impression that Boomkin was a shit in arena, so I'm leveling as Boomy. I'm a slow fuck. Been working in school etc, but I'm only 106. Is it worth re-rolling Feral for arena? If you're into doing spread damage, if you're into being a melee warlock, then yeah, I like it a lot. But I'm also kind of a weirdo. If you're into CCing people, then no. Feral is not the thing anymore for that. So no, pretty much if you like the idea of running around the arena, targeting different people like all the time and like flying around everywhere and bleeding people, then yeah, it's fun. But a lot of people like that setup play style of let's set up a giant CC chain and do this. And that was fun. I did a lot in WoD, but you don't do that anymore. You at least the way I'm playing, I don't ever get kills with CC really. Like yeah, we might fear a guy and he might die to it, but we're not like setting up fears and the bashes and the like crazy CC chains like we used to. It's kind of like we rot him down and then something kind of dies, either with CC or without it.
Right.
So anyway, have I watched any of Asmongold's stream highlights? They're great. No, I haven't watched them, but I've seen them as YouTube recommended videos. So dope. Like so, Asmongold has a voracious fan base that makes stream compilations of him. Like he doesn't make them himself. Like he's got fans that like him so much that other people do it. That's pretty crazy. Tot is the dumbest shit you have ever said. Lyric is bouncing between 9,000 and 11,000 subscribers. That's a lot of money. Holy shit. Every month.
How much?
9,000 to 11,000 subscribers on Twitch.
11,000 times 3. $33,000 a month.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's fucking killing it, man. I use AdBlock and I'll never stop. That's why I donated $10. Oh yeah, thank you for that. I got 2 people donated. Thank you very much for that. I'll read their names out. I had it pulled up. Who the fuck? Samuel C. and Ludovic K. I wasn't gonna say their last name, but thank you guys. That's awesome.
You didn't donate to me. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, I'm the one that does all the work, so
Bullshit. I'm the one who brings all the talent.
yeah, talent only gets you so far.
Fair enough.
Zybak, are you ever gonna do a sequel to Double Feral Fun? I'd like to see you get on the Shadow Priest one more time. Actually, maybe. So, Double Feral Druid could work, maybe, because you don't have Cyclone and you don't have that many DRs. So, class stacking in Legion, unlike other expansions, because like if you ran 2 Druids, you were obviously wasting a class buff because you only had 1 Mark of the Wild back in the day, and you had Cyclones that DR'd. That's gone. So you can actually class stack now. And 2 Feral Druids could maybe work. I'm not saying it's gonna be good, but it could maybe work just because you don't have any DRs. Like, yeah, you have some stun DRs, but that's not any worse than it would be if you were playing with like a warrior or something. And the way the feral playstyle is, you're running around bleeding different shit anyway. It could work. Like if you play with a paladin or something, maybe, or maybe a monk. No, not a monk. Monk would be bad. Paladin, it'd have to be paladin, because monk with paralysis wouldn't work. I checked out Shameless on Netflix. There's so much fucking in that show. There's not a ton, if I'm remembering correctly. Is there? Yeah, I guess there is a decent amount.
Yeah, well, in the entry, people
And
fuck in the
yeah,
in
and
the
at the
intro
very
to the show.
yeah, the pilot episode or whatever.
No, no, no. In the actual opening of the show, there's people
Oh
fucking.
yeah, that's right. On the sink
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
There actually is a lot of fucking in that show,
Yeah, I guess there is. Now that I think about it.
which is good. Like whenever I turn on a new Netflix show, and it's or a new show like on TV, and you know how it's got the ratings thing that comes up where it's like this is rated TVMA for language, violence, blah blah. It says nudity. It pisses my wife off really bad. I'm like, yes, and she's like, shut up. I'm like, fucking nudity. Like I get so happy because I know that at some point in the show there's gonna be titties. So it makes me happy because I know that I don't know when, I don't know where, but I know the tits are coming. It makes me excited. I watched an episode. You know what's funny is I watched an episode of South Park today because not like the whole thing, but it was on TV and I had the kid, so that's just what I ended up like watching for a second. And they showed a fucking vagina on South Park, which I didn't think you could actually do.
On Comedy Central?
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't think that was a thing that you.
Oh,
could
I know
do.
they really pushed the envelope. I don't know if you've seen that South Park documentary
No.
where they're like constantly calling to like Comedy Central, like saying like, "Can we do this? Can we do this? Can we please do this?" And they're like constantly like they're really pushing it as far as they can go.
It was they were talking about I guess they were trying to be safe and crack down on like and safe sex or whatever. So they were like teaching like fourth graders about sex, and I forget what the thing was, but they decided that they needed to teach like even younger kids about it. So they were teaching kindergartners about safe sex, and they were like, and here's the baby coming out of the vagina, and they like flashed it, and it was on screen for like 2 seconds, but it was definitely a baby's head emerging from a vagina with pubic hair and everything, which maybe they got off on some like
Medical thing.
yeah. That's still I was like, holy shit, I didn't think you could do that. But anyway. Anyway.
Okay. Pub is a player from a public place. I say pug, but I've heard pub several times in other MMOs. Pub is pick up bads. On the subject of using sounds on stream/podcast, Mike preach with the ding dong shame and cold blooded is fucking great. Maul of Souls is piss easy. The only one I had problems with was the Warden. That fight was annoying with the pugs. Fleek is straight retarded. About to donate. Thank you very much, Samuel. I appreciate that. More nerd voice impressions. Plox. Can you link the fajita chicken? I linked him the Walmart fajita chicken I was talking about. 280k is nothing to a guy who's at 80 million gold, and there are a lot of those guys. There are. Pub is pickup battle. It's used in some other games. Never heard pub. Ha ha ha. We did a lot of comments this week. Thought is just thought. Just means a girl who is only a thought to you. Oh, this is a different definition. Thought is only a thought. Just means a girl who's only a thought to you, nothing more. When a guy gets with a girl just to fuck her and then leaves her because to him the idea of being with her was only a thought that went away. Huh.
Pretty sure that none of these are the actual definition.
Yeah, really.
Because what's that other thing
that sounds like plausible though?
Bay had like 500 definitions.
I think bae is just somebody went to type babe on their phone and didn't hit the other B. And it came out bae. And that just became a thing.
Right.
That sounds like the most logical explanation for why that became a thing.
Yeah.
Casper Lawrenson says hi. Hello. He's Zybak are gonna push
Jesus
for
Christ.
what?
That's the loudest swallow I've ever heard in my entire life.
Because I got this professional mic.
Oh my god, it's like fucking like who the fuck swallows like that? It's fucking weird.
Dude, trust me, I'm good at it. Good at swallowing, man. Gotta pay the
Did I tell you
bills.
about that throat fart noise that I can make that I made in college that made everybody like think that somebody farted during exams?
Let's hear it.
I never told you about. I never did this for you.
I
So I
think
used
you
to.
have, but
Yeah, you just swallow air really hard, and it makes
do
people
it.
like legit think that you farted. Here, hold up.
Oh my god.
So we
Yeah,
do
I
like
think we did this on the podcast once, and I couldn't.
you just swallow air really hard.
Yeah, and then yeah.
I want you to. I hope you pass out doing it. Yeah, that's all you do, bro. You just you might have to if you do it a couple times, you'll have to burp. But yeah, you just kind of like
Yeah, I think I just did it.
Ugh.
If I put my mic like right to my throat, yeah, it would. This is some quality podcasting here.
Yeah, I don't think you did it. Let's hear it.
Let me put my mic to my like throat.
There you go.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it, but I'm sure the stream did. I'm sure I'm
Right.
blowing people's ears out right now with all this mic movement. Sorry about that. Zybak's October announcement is that he's had a girlfriend all along, but he wanted to wait and see if they actually stayed together before announcing anything. That is not something gay. My response to that is I'd suck a dick before I do something that gay. Yeah, no. No.
Wait, what? What?
Some guy thinks I'm waiting until October because I have like a long-term relationship that I am like waiting to announce for some reason. No, that's not true.
That's gay as fuck. No, definitely not.
Yeah, no. And I said I'd suck a dick before I do something that gay.
Right.
Some guy responded, so it's a dude then. Yes.
Definitely.
Zybak, did you start playing COD? Didn't you start playing COD during Black Ops 1? Will I be playing the COD 4 remaster? I started playing COD like at my friends' houses during like the whole COD 4 phase. But the first one I owned was Black Ops 1. I don't know if I'll be picking up the new COD, to be honest. I think I'll probably be busy with Crowfall by then and probably still be playing some WoW arenas or something. Pub is used in MOBAs for solo gameplay. Public game, it's a pub stomper, etc. Yep, there we go. The podcast was removed from iTunes halfway through. It's back up now. iTunes is very weird. Like it's very weird with that shit. I don't think they're actually removing it. I think it's just like processing or something. It's back up now, along with all the other episodes. Like all of the episodes are now on iTunes, or at least the last time I checked. A few of them were missing here and there, and they just came back up magically. So I don't know if our iTunes has like an RSS feed problem, or maybe SoundCloud's RSS feeds are a little weird. But anyway, no, they all should be up and working now. So yeah, check us out: YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play. You got anything else, or you want to end it there?
I kind of have to poop. So
Okay.
we should probably end it.
Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed Hive Mind number 43. I just said it, but check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, wherever you want to listen to us. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next week. Have a good one.